Hi, everyone, and welcome to our game of the week. The energy today just feels different in here. We've been building toward this game. This is one both teams have had circled in the schedule since the start of the season. We have a mid-season matchup of two teams that have earned a top 25 ranking, so a good test for both teams with playoff implications on the line. And we'll see the number 14 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the winners of 7 straight, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Buckeyes will kick this away to get us going. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down play coming up. Handoff to the right side. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
They'll try to keep the opening drive going here. It's 3rd down and 2. And they pick up the first on the ground. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, I know it's here early in this game, but boy, this is what you want to see as an offense. You get to these 3rd downs, it's all about trying to create opportunities and momentum, and that's what they've done here, converting to get a new set of downs.
And the Terrapins will have 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Changing the play at the line. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And a senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, this is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
He's got some daylight turning on the speed. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. intercepted, picked off by the defense. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
First down, looking to throw the football. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
The quarterback making some changes at the line. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
And they hand it off to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a 3rd and long. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense will stop him after about a 9-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now we've got a 4th down.
So they'll pass up the long field goal attempt and keep the offense on the field for 4th down. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
The defense coordinator this week, all week, telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score. The Buckeyes looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
He's running out of time here. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. And he drops back in the gun. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch is made down the middle. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
Chris, they're going to come up a little bit short of the first down, but this is a great effort here by the entire offense to give themselves at least a chance, a much better chance of converting here if they decide to go for it on fourth down.
Has spot. Can he get in? The Buckeyes offense is on the move now.
Chris, how about this? You're inside the red zone. You get the fourth down. You go for it. You show that aggressive approach. Your players love that you show confidence in them, and you're rewarded with a first down.
Receiver in motion now. How about this on first and goal? Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. And now the try here for the extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open the scoring. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. 7-0. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. Remember last time, they were going on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Looking to pass here on second down. The pocket breaking down. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. You think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the out route. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, Not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. QB decides to keep it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
And he knocks that one right through. And that will extend their lead even further. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Maryland offense is back out on the field now. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. They'll run it here. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. And he'll set up to throw. He'll take a deep shot. Deep shot, parked out at the 20. And a huge gain. They finally bring him down at the 11.
How about that? The receiver had nobody around him. That's frankly embarrassing for this defense when you let someone deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Important second down play coming up.
Let's go. Dino.
Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Looking right, this one caught. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So they elect to send out the field goal unit, trying to add 3 points to their total before the end of the half. It'll be a 34-yard try. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
Now, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Return starts from inside the 5. The coverage team brings him down on the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Terrapins will kick it away to get us going in the second half. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Gets past the tackler into open space now. And the second effort there will earn him the first down.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
Gain moves the ball to the 37. Another first down. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, I love this call here by going with the jet sweep. They get the ball in the hands of an outstanding playmaker. He gets around the edge and gets into space with that kind of speed. He's dangerous.
Runs through the defender. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think they're going to.
There's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. Got to shake that off now. It's third down coming up.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
Trying for a fourth down completion. And he finds his target. He has the first. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
The ball carrier is the running back. He's brought down at the 34. Second down.
Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And that run produces a decent gain.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down.
This guy did everything that he could to try to get to that first down marker. It looks like he's just going to be inches short, and it's decision time for the offensive coordinator and head coach.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Oh, and it's almost picked off. A chance for their first interception today. Going to set up third down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They bring him down to the 45 and a solid gain to keep this drive going. And the Terrapins with first and 10 here. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. It's a run to the left. Breaks loose at the 45. It's a huge gain all the way down inside the 30.
outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Second down coming up.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Ohio State 10, Maryland 3.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness.
Oh, Chris, the quarterback and the receiver just not quite on the same page there on that third down and long. But at this point in the game, you got to consider going for this. They need a touchdown.
The Terrapins will line up to kick it away. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Last possession, they went for it on fourth down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Hey, Chris, with the offense backed up this deep in their own territory, runs like this at least give you a little bit of breathing room. But you've got to continue to protect the football, especially trying to hold on to this lead.
They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. He saw him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Second down.
The game makes it second and medium. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They look to throw it here on second down. Catch made on the right side. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Buckeyes looking to keep this drive rolling. It's a quick grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
A crucial play in this game. It's third down and 2. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. The first down pickup tackled at the 45.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so second and 5.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. Good enough for first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Big 3rd down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Foster. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the 2nd half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Maryland, 3.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. They're going to run it. Breaking free at the 35. That is a big play, finally brought down to the 44. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that 1st down.
Makes the catch downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone. I'm going to tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. An inside give now from the shotgun. That's a solid gain, moves the ball to the 29. And they stop the clock with a timeout, 9 seconds remaining.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. The back's got it. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play.
Timeout, Ohio State.
And that run, good for 1st down yardage. The drive moves on. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And the interception will end it, the final play of the ballgame. Well, it wasn't a flawless performance, Kirk, but they looked pretty good out there today and a very satisfying W.
Well, I think this group has a chance to do some really special things this year. They clearly have talent to be able to work with. I've been impressed with how this head coach managed the game and led his team to a victory.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbst